All right, everybody, we're here in Disney Springs. I wanted to go to some charge point units, but they were all taken. There's 4 and all were taken, so we're using these here. It's a 7 kilowatts given 32 amps. So it worked fine. It took me a second to get going because I had to add funds, which I don't like. I think it's just auto charge at the conclusion of your charging, but it is what it is, so it's better than nothing. We'll get up a little bit, and unfortunately we're gonna have to add an extra charging stop. I was hoping that if we got those CPE 250s, then I could have plugged in there and we could have went straight to the Buc-ee's, but here we are. So gonna go down to Disney Springs and then get on our way. All right, everybody, we got some donuts at Everglades. Highly recommend if you get a chance. The cold brew was actually very good as well. Now we're heading back to the car. We barely got any charge because we're just level 2, but you know what they say, ABC, always be charging. So now we're gonna get to the car and get on our way. I believe we're gonna stop in Daytona since we didn't get a lot of charge. And then we're going to head to the Buc-ee's, close to St. Augustine, to get some charge there. We're heading out of Disney Springs. We're starting at 60%. We're heading to Daytona. This has just been our trek so far to Disney Springs from our resort. So we'll leave this in as far as the count is concerned. We added about, like, I don't know, 6% while we were here at this charging stop at Disney Springs. Now we're gonna head to Daytona to a Florida Power and Light Evolution station. Here we go. We arrived here with 33%. We might actually stay here longer than anticipated and get like a nice lunch, but that is still up in the air. Let me pull up the numbers here. Data, there we go. So 75 miles, hour 39 minutes of driving, 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. That's good. We've had a tailwind, so that's great. The whole drive down we had a headwind, which affected our charging, and this was for that last leg. So 70 miles, 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour, so that's good too. All right, we're gonna decide what we wanna do and then get on with our lives. This is a pretty cool site. You got these power electronic units again that FPL likes to use, which is nice. Here we are, we're charging, getting a solid charge, 120 kilowatts going in right now. We're gonna go grab a bite to eat there's a barbecue over there, and then get back in the car. We might have a pretty decent charge by the time we get back to the car. We're almost done charging, but we're across from the Daytona International Speedway, which is kind of cool that we got to see that. But here we go. Charging 95%. We're gonna unplug because we don't need to go anymore, and then we are going to get on our way. We're still gonna stop at Buc-ee's, but we don't really need to charge there anymore. We charge up to 95%. We're gonna get going here, like I said, to Buc-ee's, just outside of St. Augustine. So this stop just kind of taught us a little bit about sometimes the car waits on you. We went to eat at this awesome restaurant. I don't know if I say awesome, it was fine, a fine restaurant. Not the best barbecue I've had before a chain. It was okay. But anyways, the car was done. We weren't, it charged up more than I normally would have let it charge, but that's fine. So now we're gonna go to Buc-ee's. We're only gonna stop there because I'm gonna film a charging set review video and maybe buy some Buc-ee merch. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get on the road to Buc-ee's just outside of St. Augustine. Or maybe it's in St. Augustine. St. Augustine-ish. Here are the numbers for that trip: 62 miles, 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour, and so far we've gone 138 miles, 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. We're all charged up here at Buc-ee's. We ended up going to 100%, well, 97%. It's just you get in there and you start looking at stuff, and next thing you know, you've bought a Buc-ee's t-shirt, a Buc-ee the Beaver Boss, some beef jerky, and now it's time to go. So we're heading off. I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna go, but I'll figure that out in a second and let you all know. But these Mercedes-Benz chargers were super cool and really worked really well. Price was 51 cents a kilowatt hour, a little high. I'm not sure if that includes tax or not, but if it includes tax, it's not terrible. So yeah, there it is. I'm gonna hop in the car and see where we're going next. Okay, now we're gonna be heading to Pooler, Georgia, an Electrify America station to charge up, and then we'll head on next to Walterboro, and then we'll be in Florence for our hotel stay. We have made it to Pooler, Georgia, 26% state of charge, 58 miles of range remaining. That leg was 166 miles, 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour, 3 hours of driving. And here are our stats so far: 304 miles, 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. Much better than our trip down. I'm gonna go ahead, plug in, and then use the restroom. All right, got a 350. I'll only be able to take advantage of that for a little bit, but all right, go ahead, plug in. Make sure plug and charge works. This is not, oh, there we go. Connecting the vehicle. By the way, there's an i3. I like the i3. I wish maybe in like 2 or 3 years, I'm gonna try and pick one up on the cheap, because they're still kind of, you know, decently priced. Here we go, processing. So we are finishing up charging. We're at 75%. We got about like a minute left, and then we're gonna get to 80%. We're gonna go grab some dinner at a Mexican restaurant. There are two, and one has slightly better reviews, so we're gonna go to that one, see how that goes, and then we're gonna get on our way to, I totally forget, Walterboro? I think it's Walterboro. If not, you'll find out when we get there, and I'll say what it is. But all right, so I'll catch up with y'all when we unplug here in a little bit. All right, about to unplug. We're still getting 92 kilowatts to 79. That's great. As soon as it ticks over to 80, we're gonna unplug here. Should hopefully happen any second now. Or not. There it is, 80%. Let's go ahead and stop. Let's go ahead and unplug. And there we have it. Let's get on our way. We had dinner at El Mezcal Mexican restaurant. It was very good in where are we? Pooler, Georgia. Now we're on our way to the Walterboro Electrify America station, and then we're gonna head to our hotel in Florence, South Carolina. We have made it with 46% state of charge, so we had a lot left over. We probably overcharged a little bit at the last stop, and then, but that's fine because we won't have to charge as long now. And then here are our stats. Last stretch there was 66 miles, so pretty short, an hour, 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour. And our full trip so far, 371 miles, 7 hours of driving, 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So keeping that average 3.4, which is awesome. Looks like we've got some sort of lake here at Walmart. It's very creative. Nice reflecting pond, maybe. All right. We have charged to 91%. We did that because I was finishing watching that inning of the Orioles, so it's really loud out here. Now I'm gonna get in the car and get on the way to Florence, South Carolina. We are back on the road, everyone. I didn't record anything last night, but we made it to the hotel and we slept just so wonderfully. And now we're on the road. We're gonna pop into Buc-ee's to get breakfast and a charge at the Mercedes-Benz charging network. And then we're heading to the Circle K charging site in Wilson, North Carolina. We have made it to Buc-ee's using these Mercedes-Benz high power DC fast chargers, or whatever they call them. Anyways, charging up. One thing I want to note is this cable management system is really nice. Here, I'll show you. It just makes this, it's just effortless, at least to me, effortless to hold. So good work there from ChargePoint. So anyways, now I'm gonna shoot a charging site review, go get breakfast, and then we'll get on our way probably around 80%. All right, everyone, we're charged up to 80%. We're heading to Wilson, North Carolina. Again, the car was waiting on us. Buc-ee's was an absolute madhouse, if I'm being honest. But we got some brisket egg tacos, got some sausage egg tacos, got some big old waters, and now we're on our way. Let's go. We have arrived here in Wilson, North Carolina at the Circle K. Gonna go ahead and plug in and get a charge. All right, everybody, we did arrive here with 17% state of charge, and we had pretty good efficiency, 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour, so that's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in here. All right, so plugged in, getting a charge. I did want to note right now, this is free, which is very kind of Circle K. I've seen them do this when they open up a new site where it'll be free for a little bit and then they'll start charging. So there's that. But anyways, I did activate it with my phone, Here we're at 70% state of charge. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, you can. 70% state of charge. Let's just see what speeds we get, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my charging site review of this site, which is really nice. It's a Circle K and Tesla site. And there we go, 141. We might go get a little bit more than that, but again, this is that 400 amp boost for about 10-15 minutes, and then it goes down to 300 amps. All right, everybody, here's the plan. We're gonna charge up to 80%. We're gonna go grab lunch, and then we're gonna head off. We'll probably stop at Emporia. That way we can avoid Richmond. And then it wants us to go to Spotsylvania, which is typically not the greatest spot. So we might try and go somewhere else. I'm not sure where that is yet, but I am gonna look at that probably over lunch and figure out where we want to go. Our charge is successful. Let's go unplug, get on our way. There we go, unplug. Oof. Definitely not as nice as the, you can't see what I'm doing here, as the cable management for those ChargePoint Express. 45 kilowatt hours, 24 minutes, 17 to 80. Thank you very much, Circle K. Appreciate your complimentary charging. Okay, everyone, we stopped here in Wilson, North Carolina, and we've got the Whirligig Park, the Volis Simpson Whirligig Park. Pretty cool. I didn't know Whirligig Parks existed, but apparently they do. This is very neat. Take you on a tour. Here we go. Looks like they have a little theater here for people who are interested. Put on performances or watching performances. Yep, here it is, the Volis Simpson Whirligig Park. We had a awesome meal. There's this place with a food truck. Grabbed some food there. I had a burnt hen sandwich. My wife had a pulled pork sandwich, and my son had a cheeseburger. And we all shared a mac and cheese. It was very good, actually. So if you get a chance to stop in Wilson, it's a cool little town, actually. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So now they're using the restroom. They're gonna get here, and they're heading to Emporia. And then during lunch, I was trying to figure out where we'll go next. And I'm thinking we might charge up a little bit more in Emporia than I would do, so that we can skip Richmond, because Richmond looks like it's gonna probably be a mess all day and filled, and hop up to Stafford, which has 10 chargers. So I think that will be the plan, and we're gonna head to Stafford, Virginia after Emporia. We have arrived here, 40% state of charge. It's 3:03, and there is a queue. So we're gonna have to wait for someone to leave, and then we're gonna be able to plug in. Hopefully it's not too long. I had been monitoring this, and it actually appeared before I got here, there was a 2-person queue, because both the spots that opened up are almost immediately taken. So hopefully one of these cars leaves. We got 2 ID.4s, an Ioniq 5, and a Chevy Bolt. So hopefully they don't take too long, but the way I see it, I see 2 free charging plans, and then one's imported from Great Britain, so I don't know if they have the free charging plan. So yeah, so let's see what happens here, and then we'll charge up, and we're heading to, I think Stafford is where we're gonna go next. All right, everyone, we plugged in here. Talking to a really nice couple who drives a Lyric. They love it. Also from Maryland. And hopefully plug and charge works. Oh, it looks like it's working. All right, we're ramping up. There we go, 116. I'm gonna go see how much we need to charge, just so we don't block this charger for too long. Just ran inside, used the restroom. Let me break it down. We got here, all the charging stations were taken. There's still an ID.4 from Great Britain, actually. And they are charging up to 100% and taking forever. The red ID, there's 3 ID.4s. Ours was one of them. The red ID.4 had some issues. Their charge stopped. They had to reinitiate it. And then there was this couple, also from Maryland, very nice. Also a teacher, which was cool. But anyways, they were kind, and they let us get in line ahead of them. And anyways, they were just waiting, and now they're gonna plug in. So that's kind of the state of affairs here at the Emporia charger. Here are our numbers: 83 miles, 3.1 mile per kilowatt hour, not too bad, hour and 41 minutes. And here is our total trip: 760 miles, 3.3 mile per kilowatt hour. Pretty good, especially given the heat, and we're running AC, trying to stay comfortable. Charging up to 80% and then heading to Stafford, Virginia. All right, everyone, Charger 3 actually ended up having a cable clean issue, so I helped out the really nice people in the Lyric, got them going. Now we're on our way to Stafford, Virginia. We made it here with 18% state of charge, 47 miles of range left allegedly, and it took 132 miles, 3.2 mile per kilowatt hour consumption, 2.5 hours of driving, mostly to traffic. Gonna plug in and then go get charging. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and plug in. The 350 is being used already by this lady who is kind of taking up the whole way, which is what it is. Plugged in there, close. Oh, this is always good. Well, it's not registering anything at all. I'm gonna unlock, pull it out. I'll try it one more time. All right, that dispenser wasn't working. I tried both handles, moved over here, worked immediately, payment authorized. So make sure I mark on Plugshare that Charger 7's acting a little weird. I actually didn't check Plugshare, so maybe someone said that already, and that's my fault. Gonna go run into Walmart and then come back out, let y'all know what the next plan is. So the plan is we're charging up to 70, just so we have a little bit extra. Going to Chick-fil-A to get some dinner, and we eat on the go, and then going home. So we're in the final stretches here, about 2-hour drive to get home, and that's where we're at. And then we're gonna all promptly go to sleep when we get home. All right, so let's wait about 3-4 more minutes and then get on to Chick-fil-A. Charger's about to stop, and I'm gonna move on my way. Like the charger right next to me wasn't working. Someone else tried to use it, didn't work for them. They also tried the next one over, that one didn't work. So some issues here in Stafford, Virginia. But all in all, I'm able to charge. Everyone else is able to charge, so it's not the end of the world. We're only here for 19 minutes, which is great. Now we're gonna go get some Chick-fil-A. All right, everyone, we have officially arrived home, 30% state of charge. Here's our last leg, 94 miles, 2 hours of driving, 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour, and the full trip, 943 miles, 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour, not too bad. So it was a great trip. We definitely hit a lot of traffic when we got into the DC area, but it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you haven't already, please remember to give a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on X. I'm gonna be getting the Chevy Equinox probably on Monday. So look out for those videos coming soon, and I will catch you all next time.